Motion carried. Okay, Tony or Mike, whoever gets to do the show. I brought some maps along if that'll help, but...
I guess I'll hear a little. As far as, I don't think I have any bad news for you today.
Woo! That would be good.
We have a lot of construction going on this summer. Mostly the paving, or all the paving is let from Moreland to Iowa 4. Things are moving well on that segment. District 1 is handling some of the work on the eastern side. They got about 7 miles paved so far, 24-foot wide, or the 2 lanes, and they'll be continuing on obviously through the summer. They're working, finishing up one bridge, and everything, all the rest of the structures will be done. So they're just doing some bridge approaches and barrel on as you move further west from Iowa 4, kind of going east. Probably in a week or within a week or 2, we should be starting to pave on that segment. That's Flynn Construction. The other projects were being Cedar Valley. Cedar Valley is the contractor on that section. We do have one more bridge on the west side that there's a dual set of bridges. One of the bridges are done. They're going to be pouring in next week, the other bridge, so they're moving along well on that. So everything is pretty much looking good for the end of this year, so that we can get traffic over to Iowa 4, rerouted on the new 20 from Moreland to Iowa 4. That's been the plan, and so far it looks pretty good. We have grading projects let then from Iowa 4 west, and in fact in July, when we get through the July letting, we will have all the grading let to just west of 71. And I know there's a lot of talk about wanting to get the groundbreaking for the Sac County portion. Moyna has one of the grading projects that was let in April, and they're waiting to see what happens with one of the grading projects in the May letting this month to figure out which crew they want to bring in. So they haven't said exactly when they're going to start, but I think it'll depend on whether they get this other project or not. So I don't believe there's any talk about when exactly they're going to start until we get through that letting. That second letting, the letting this month, they have to start by June 21st, so we know it'll be before then. But, and again, sequencing, so by the end of this year we should have traffic onto Iowa 4 and down Iowa 4 to existing 20. By the end of 2012, we should have traffic over to the extension of 196 or N14 north of Sac City, and then the end of 2013 be over to Early. And right now, so far, everything seems to be on schedule for that.
You're happy with the progress, right?
I think progress is looking good. I don't know if there's any questions on what's going on in that particular segment.
Okay, you said the 7 miles that were paved, because Bill was asking me, he said, I don't see any paving at Moreland, so you must be starting at 4 and paving eastward? Is that right?
They started near Canerum on like P19.
Okay.
Their plant site sits just to the east of there a little bit, so they were kind of paving in the middle.
Okay.
So you really can't see much from the paved roads.
Because I was giving him a hard time, he didn't have the pictures. He didn't know where they were paving. So now Bill knows. So. Any other questions for Tony? We may have some later when we go over the 5-year plan.
Yeah, I was going to say, then moving on from 71 west over to Mobile, in the draft program that was presented this month to the Highway Commission, they did put a substantial amount of dollars in US 20 west of this area, which will be the first project that they have money in. And actually, they have right away. Oops, I got the wrong. Let's see here. I I pulled out, I was looking at the wrong thing here. Let's, well, there's $39 million that they put in that section, and at one time we were talking, and it's from Mobile to Correctional, where they put the money. The district at one time was thinking we were going to start in Correctionville, and even possibly at the same time from Mobile to Correctionville, but the decision has been made that we're going to start basically on the west side and work east. I mean, that doesn't say that there's necessarily a commitment beyond that at this point, but it's certainly a good sign that we move to this side. I think it shows that there's a big commitment on the commission to keep moving forward to fill that gap.
That would be good. Can you tell me what they're doing between Shaler and Holstein, where they're repairing? Are they going to resurface that yet?
Yes.
Okay, because
Yes.
people have been coming in saying, no, they're going to resurface someplace else. So.
No, that's resurfacing.
Okay.
To be starting soon?
I don't know the exact schedule. I mean, usually gets patcher comes in, takes care of the patching, and then depends on when the asphalt company has got a schedule. I don't know the details.
Patching's been completed.
Oh, you would know.
Okay, fine.
Patching's been completed. We have another crew coming in to do some of the sub-drains. They're scheduled in the end of this month. And then the asphalt contractor is currently scheduled, I think, towards the end of June. So we'll kind of be spreading that one out throughout the summer, but that's the current schedule.
So we'll be pilot carring all summer, huh?
Yep.
Just to go back on the Schedule West, the right-of-way is in 2013, is what they have in the draft program. Now, the draft program still has to be approved by the commission in June, so there's always a chance that something could change, but this is, and then they have grading in 2014. So, and the program itself is a 2011 to 2015 program, so it's not like they actually put it in 2015 either. So they moved it up to where they can make it fit.
What about the stretch from west of 71 to Correctionville then? Are we in
We're working from the west towards the east.
Okay.
So the first section is going to be Mobile to Correctionville, and then I would assume the next section the program is going to be Correctionville, 5-lane through town, and then probably, from Correctionville to Holstein, and then Holstein to 71, or west of 71.
But no idea of time,
Yeah, that's correct.
because they've been out there surveying and doing all.
Yeah,
kinds of
we have
things,
all
so.
the survey completed for the section that's in this program. So there's going to be some, designing that's going on in Ames, and we will have a public meeting. I don't have a date at this point for that segment from Mobile to Correctionville, and that public meeting that we'll have will show what the actual, based on the design, what the actual right-of-way needs will be on each individual parcel. And then after you get through that process, that's when then they're able to go out and purchase right-of-way.